view there in the foreground of one of the 8 helicopters in the area to meet the Soyuz as it makes its descent to its landing site, and coming up, as you can see, on that touchdown. It's just a few seconds away now. And the team here in the International Space Station Flight Control Room confirming that the Soyuz TMA-22 has touched down in Kazakhstan.
Вот сюда никто не подходит больше. Антон! Коридор, коридор, коридор!
Anton, give him the corridor.
And you see the first of the crew members has been removed from the Soyuz capsule. This is Anton Shkaplerov, who was the commander of the Soyuz for its landing. He was seated in the center seat and as such was the first to be taken out. Next up, of course, will be his crewmates, Anatoly, Ivanishin, and Dan Burbank.
We're about to get the second of the 3 crew members out. This process, whether the Soyuz lands upright or on its side, does take a few minutes to complete, but they're working methodically to extract the crew members and get them into their respective seats, the other 2 crew members, that is. Typically the left seater, which would be Anatoly Ivanishin, would be the second one out. We'll see if that is the case here. Sometimes they reverse the order of the second and third crew members.
That looks like what we're seeing.
And it is, in fact, Ivanishin who is pulled out of the Soyuz spacecraft, flashing a broad smile as he is put in his reclining chair, completing his first flight into space, as did his Russian crewmate Anton Shkaplerov. This, however, just seemed to be one of the most pinpoint, precise landings, according to what we were told a moment ago before I went on the air. The spacecraft landed almost exactly where it had been forecast to. Of course, the search and recovery forces are tracking the Soyuz through a beacon signal, GPS receivers. They had voice contact, and now applause comes up. Dan Burbank, now out of his and being carried to his chair. We're going to walk over to see if we can get closer to him. He is in the process of loosening the helmet that he wore during the descent back to Earth, but all 3 crew members now out of the Soyuz vehicle. Chief astronaut Peggy Whitson is directly behind Burbank, asking him if he needs anything at the moment. Dr. Smith-Johnston, his flight surgeon, and Russian nurses are attending to Burbank as well. This is customary. They're placing a blanket over his legs. He'll have an opportunity to refamiliarize himself to the 1G environment here as the moments move on before they're hoisted back into their medical tent, as I said, to get their flight suits off. And now he's about to receive congratulations from one of the head personnel for the search and recovery forces, making sure if he needs anything.
Shkaplerov again there waving at the camera as he passes by. Followed here by Ivanishin.
Be careful.
And here, Commander Dan Burbank. This tent was carried by one of the helicopters and set up after they had met the Soyuz at its landing site for the crew to use once they had a few minutes to get used to gravity.